Man, just seeing it's the 9th. I don't want my birthday to be coming soon. The downside to that is that, you know, me not wanting the dates to move is that there's people in a Discord I'm in who also have birthdays around this time who, you know, want them to have their birthdays. I just don't want to have mine. Hey Steven. They say style starts at the feet, right? So I'm giving you these to help your style take a step in the right direction. Let's just consider them a gift, and we'll call it good. Styling? Why would it not be a gift? What? Ooh, white lace socks. Sure, I'll wear those. Can't see them anyway. It's fine. I just wear the randomest of socks myself. Like, I don't wear like any like white lacy socks, but I would if I owned them. Like, you know, I don't really care, but I have like a mix of assortment of like purposeful like work socks that are meant to like help you with working long hours standing, and they work. They're pretty nice. I do find them really funny because they're from Fruit of the Loom, and Fruit of the Loom really didn't want you to forget that. As in, literally, their, like, name is embossed along the top of where your toes are. And it's like, really, guys? Are you that insecure in your brand that you need to put its name on the freaking toes of the socks so that people can't forget they're wearing Fruit of the Loom socks? It's like, really, guys? You're that insecure in your brand power. Okay. Penelope! Welcome front, make yourself at home. What's up? Watch out. You're good at catching fish, aren't you? How about ocean fish? Give that one of those salty critters my own. That actually works out with what I plan on doing today. Because it's been a really long time. I wanted to go to the island. That's what we're going to do today after the concert. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh, you're going to the island. Surely you have something to yap about. Nah. I got nothing. I have done basically nothing today except play EVE Online. So, I mean, I can yap about EVE Online, but I haven't really... Like, I was just mission running, and I'm gonna be honest, as much as I enjoy mission running, it's not really something I could sit and yap about. I could talk about fitting philosophy. Hey, yes, sister. So, is there something you need from me? Watch out. Ah, look at you with your shovel. You're trying to find... fossils. Oh, I get ya. Yeah, you seem like you'd be good at that sort of thing. It's nothing like a muscle-bound dude when he's using a shovel. You should really play that up. Whatever you do, give it your all out there, sister. I mean, I can. I'm not really muscle-bound, though. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. I'm kinda sore after yesterday. Not as sore as I was after, like, the very first day I did the fitness boxing, but getting a new PB on punches is definitely something that's gonna leave me a bit sore. It doesn't help that I feel like I sit wrong a good amount of the time. And that leads to, like, my shoulders being kind of pushed in. So they kind of crack easily. And I can feel the bones rubbing against each other until I really, like, stretch them out. So, like, that's not great. Hey, Bucko. Breeze feels nice snack, doesn't it? So, how can I help you? Let's chat. You're a bit of a hometown hero. You're the topic of lots of conversations around town. Aww. But, yeah. Like, I imagine if I did, like, an arm circle right now, my shoulder would crack. I actually want to check. Oh, I just felt it connect. Oh, I can't really, because of Frisk's tower. Yep, there's a crack. I don't know if it was picked up at all, but... There was a crack. Literally, like, right in here. Hey, Buckle. question. This is serious. How fast can you run a 50-yard dash? I don't know, man. Like, right in the middle. I don't even know how far that is. Jeez, I thought you were more of a slowpoke, but you're so speedy. You follow my training method, you'll run it in 6 flat. Training is the way to go faster. I don't even know how far 50 yards is. I don't use freedom units. Except for height. And that's just because, like, okay. For those of you who aren't Canadian, and Canadian of my age or older, I want to give y'all a rundown of how our education system is kind of dumb, or at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. So, in elementary school, we were taught pounds, inches, feet. Beginning of high school, inches went away, replaced by centimeters. Feet stayed. Meters, no real emphasis on those. You can learn those from centimeters. 100 centimeters is a meter, I believe. I think it's that. Yeah, 100 centimeters is a meter, right? Or is it 1,000? I don't fully remember. No, yeah, because it's 100 millimeter. No. Yes? This is the education system at work. It's been a pleasant day, hasn't it? I'd like to talk about... Let's talk. I'm having a hard time redecorating my house. I just need certain something. Just not sure what. Could you possibly find something for me? I can see what I can do. I mean, I can give you a gyroid. What gyroid do I have? Mega Harmonoid. That might actually fit. Yeah, hey. I have a Mega Harmonoid. I brought you a thing. Bam. Mega Harmonoid. Oh, a Mega Harmonoid. How nice. It's be like having my own cheerleader in my house. Just can't wait to see how this looks in my home. Oh, that's right. I owe a nice thank you gift, don't I? I mean, you don't, but I will take it. Take this. It's a classic vanity. I'm not gonna look it up. You guys are free to correct me in the comments. But, you know, basically for height, they just kept doing feet. Yet, like, math equations would use meters, but we wouldn't need to know, like, what a meter actually meant. But kilometers would still be a measure of distance that we used. And it's like, literally, they just couldn't decide what we were to be using, so we used everything. And it's led to me having such sporadic knowledge around things. Because, like, if you say, you know, 5 miles, I have no clue what you're talking about. Like, I don't know miles. I never learned miles. I'm sure he's a nice gentleman. But, you know, I kind of know kilometers. Rather fine space console. Ooh. We got a bench. But, like, I only even know kilometers in reference to how far, well, how long it takes me to walk set amounts of them. So I feel like that's just a Canadian thing. If you ask us how far something is, we tell you how long it's going to take you, not how far it is. Like, if you were to have asked me back in my hometown, the house I grew up in, how far is the Tim Hortons in town? It's about an hour's walk. Like, that would have been about the response you'd get. That depends on the path you take, too. Because it's only about, like, 40-ish minutes if you take the tracks, but if you take the road, then it's almost a full hour. As far as Google Maps is concerned, it's about 2.5 kilometers. I know that because I looked it up a few times. It's a little under, but from the house I grew up in to the school was almost exactly 2.5 kilometers. And I would bike that just every day because I could. A lot of hills. I would bike it because I could. and it made skipping classes easier. Like, that's the main reason I even started, like, walking to school and biking to school, was just, it made skipping classes easier, because I didn't have to ever actually go to the school. And, like, when a teacher sees you, they know you're skipping their class when you don't show up. So if you can avoid having a teacher see you in the first place, you don't have to worry about that. And when you get sick as often as I did, you know... Why did it suddenly load right there? For a second I thought we'd have the villager... Is Gulliver on this beach? There's still one gyroid buried somewhere. I'm sure I'll find it, like, tomorrow. Or maybe later, as I'm carrying stuff from the pier to, retail. But yeah, don't do what I did. Actually finish your schooling. Or, and this is the advice to only follow if you have to, if you don't finish your schooling, lie and say you did. Honestly, that was a piece of advice. Oh, there we go. That was a piece of advice I was given by someone I met playing EVE Online, actually. Who apparently, I say apparently, because it's not like I could check into this guy's real life. He apparently was like a manager at a place. Hello, Bucko? I always call you Bucko. How do you feel about trying a new nickname? I would love that. Muffin! Oh, I love it! It's settled now. I'll call you Muffin. Perfect. But apparently he was a manager someplace, and his basic response was, you know, seeing somebody doesn't have their high school education, yeah, that does make, you know, it would make him reconsider hiring them. But he also wasn't checking. So lie about it. The managers aren't going to check. And quite honestly, in my own experience, no, they don't. Because, you know, it's more or less a given that you've done it. Like, that's the assumption. Is, you know, you've done your high school education. So, as long as you're old enough to have completed it, just say you've completed it, even if you haven't. And they're not going to check. Also why, like, unless you're actually going for, like, a high-end, like, let's say you're going to be, like, I don't know, you're going to university. A university is going to check your grades. McDonald's is not going to be checking your grades. You know, that retail store isn't going to be checking your grades. That mechanics shop isn't going to be checking your grades. You know, grades matter if you're going into a career where they matter. So if you're watching this and you're in school and you're getting rough grades, don't worry about it unless you really want to do something like super smart and specific when you're older. Then maybe you should buckle down and figure out why you're struggling. And you would know why you're struggling better than most, and the moment you can convey that to a teacher, I can guarantee you they will help you. But they probably don't even know why you're struggling. Okay, I got the feeling I'm gonna walk out of here with something good. How can I help you? Just want to chat. Made a shopping list last night so I wouldn't make any impulse buys. It's much less fun this way. I know, I feel ya. I don't really want the console. I had a space room. New Horizons. I don't need another one yet. But like, you know, there's Mo! There's Mo! Yeah, Steven, in order for the day, do some shopping. Since it looks like you're up to the same thing, remember not to spend all your money in one place. That would be pretty hard with how much I'm carrying on me. Unless I went to Nook's, but I think they're closed right now. So I can't get a home renovation. And Henry! Ah, Stephen, Vince, you're doing well. Yeah, kinda. It's like taking a trip to Oracle. That's fair, man. Nah, I'm good. I just want to chat. What might you be shopping for today? Looking to do some clothes shopping? Just let me know. Nah, nothing here I particularly want. I know I need to buy more stuff, but I'll get there eventually. Maybe. But yeah, like, it could be like you need some one-on-one tutoring time. Like, I can't say I guarantee a teacher will help you. There are some bad teachers, but honestly, you could probably even go to an old teacher you had, like from a previous grade, and they might be able to help you, you know. Like, I know there's quite often where, like, it can feel kind of hopeless for some people when, like, they're struggling and their teacher doesn't seem to notice, and, you know, they really want their grade to go up, but, like, they're struggling, they're not understanding these things, but they don't know why they're struggling. You know? And even sometimes just sitting down with, like, an old teacher and being like, hey, so, like, I'm kind of struggling with, like, this, like, you know, you were my teacher, do you know maybe why? You know, could you help me figure out why I'm struggling? A good amount of the time, they might know a previous teacher might know something, you know, that you've not thought of. And above all, like, finding a way to study things in a way that you find fun is going to get you the best results. So, like, let's imagine for a moment you really want to do, like, something to do with geography. We'll just go simple, geography. There's a ton of games that deal in geography, even if they don't directly deal in geography. But you can learn about geography through them. I would go as far as to say that even kind of applies to Animal Crossing. Like, Gulliver is, in a way, a geography test. How well do you know other countries? You know, that in of itself is geography. But didn't mean to sit down. Just trying to get around. Hey, KK. Steven, have you been grooving? Feeling a beat tonight? No doubt. Cool. Taking requests, you got an extra no favorite? Nah, just... I'll let you pick, my man. Make surprises, no problem. Got just the tune. Dig it. I'm ready like Freddy, so sit and be steady. I really wish there was just a central chair. Senor Kike. Like, you want to learn another language? I can guarantee you there are gamified ways to learn another language. Like, Japanese is probably the best for that I've seen, but I can guarantee you it exists for basically every language. You don't have to just sit down with textbooks and instructional videos and, you know. Also, like, just watch children's TV. Like, it's very much the case of, like, how I'm learning Japanese is kind of wrong. Like, you shouldn't start by just studying the alphabet. Like, you should start by just immersing yourself in regular conversation. You'll pick up things slowly, because that's how you learned the language you speak now, was being around your parents who were speaking that language. So you picked up on things over time. As we get older, we get impatient because, you know, we figure, hey, we know our language, so picking up another one, I don't need to go through that whole process again. You probably don't, but it definitely makes it easier. I'd probably have more understanding of Japanese if I gave in and did that. And I'm probably going to at some point. My Japanese studies have honestly stalled, and I feel really bad about that. Because I really wanted to get to like a 6th grade level of understanding by the end of the year, and I'm not sure I'm going to make it at this point. But I might if I really like knuckle down and study. I mean, that's part of the reason I've gone back to like the Japanese PSO2 server, is just so I can be hearing things in Japanese. Because like, you know, hearing those words, I'm picking up on some of the letters that are being said. And that gives me a basis of like, I know a few words, so I can kind of work out some things. So that's a bit of the song. And like, you know, it gives me a foundation to learn from. I love how I'm onto this topic from literally lie. I mean, this is something that I doubt the writers of Star Trek Deep Space Nine intended when writing the character Garrick. But the lesson that I learned as a kid watching Deep Space Nine, and got cemented being older rewatching Deep Space Nine, is that a believable lie is a helpful tool. And that lying is a skill just like any other. You know, completely writing it off is just a foolish thing to do. Senor Keke. Hey, Gala! I don't know the other one there, but I know Gala. So like, because like, if you're really bad at lying, if you never developed the skill of lying, then you're probably gonna really struggle to, if you need to, lie. You know, so I should do a Gulliver check before I go to the island. Because like, that's, you know, it's one of the skills I kind of learned just like playing a lot of games, like a lot of MMOs really, is the skill of lying. But I'll admit it, I was a little crap when I was younger and lied a lot. Like, it's just kind of how I rolled. It was my default, you know. I think a lot of people I went to school with know practically nothing actually about me, you know. They know what I would say, but they don't know anything past that. Be letting Captain do his song without me talking over it, so. Okay, now I'm just yapping about lying. The topics I get onto with this. But now for Captain. Take it away, my man. Good advice. Where to the wise? It be taken more than kindness to be a man. Yarr, we be landing soon. I hope I read his dialogue right. It kind of went a little quickly and my brain didn't process it all right away. My brain lagged. Like, I don't know if any of you guys ever experienced that, where just, like, your brain lags for a second. Like, that's really the best way to describe it, is just, like, I was just sitting here listening to Captain sing, and then he started giving advice, and my brain was like, oh, right, I should care, you know? Alright. Grab the rental rod. So I just feel like fishing. Bugs are better, but I just feel like doing some fishing. And now I'm gonna, like, encounter all of the valuable bugs. I know it, but, you know. I'd get, like, no valuable fish. I need the practice at fishing more than anything, so, you know. Just doing my best to just use my ears. Hey, new fish. No, wait. No, I already have... No, it is a new fish. Supposed to, like... Oh, no, wait. I already have a moray eel. Nope. Nope. New fish. Oh, that went much further than I thought it was going to. But yeah, like, from my own experience at least, just like lying about having my grade 12, I've not been even remotely called out on it. So like, that's what tells me that, yeah, they really just don't check. Which is pretty nice, not gonna lie. It's pretty nice just not having to really care that I don't have it. Because, like, I've tried to go back and get mine. I can't do it. Not because, like, I'm not smart enough. I can't be in a school. I can't do it. I have tried, though. Actually, when I was cleaning off the, my old computer desk, I found my, my student ID from when I had tried going back. Thankfully, like, seeing the ID doesn't, like, bring up any bad memories or anything. It's just a reminder of, like, yeah, I did try. And, like, I was there a good, like, 4 or 5 months, but, like, I was spiraling bad into depression. Like, I couldn't do it. I could barely get out of bed, kind of thing. Like, one of the only things that was keeping me, like, remotely grounded during that time, and probably kept me from spiraling as bad as I could have, was I had been doing, like, a daily vlog. All of those videos are now private, so, you know, you guys wouldn't know this, but... and they have been for years. But, like... just that's what taught me that having something like a daily video is good for my mental health. Because it gives me that just daily thing to do. Which, like, is where I'd honestly recommend everybody pick up just something you can do daily. It doesn't have to be making videos. If you don't want to make videos, don't. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be doing what I'm doing, but just find yourself something that you can do every day, that you can wake up and be like, I have to do that. Because, like, let's be real. I know what the depression, the depressed brain thinks like. I know too, you know, most people, well, surely getting up and eating would be something to do. It's like, nah, it's really not. You know, that's not like something you need to do. You need to do that every few days, but you don't need to do it every day. And to a depressed brain that's really spiraling, you're not going to. But like, if you have something that like you need to get up and do, like, let me give you like an example of something like with fitness boxing. That has a daily counter for how, carrying it on. That is something that has been added to my list of things I need to do in a day. And I can't do that from bed. I have to get up to do it. You know, it's just that thing I need to do. And that's more just a me thing of I need to do it. I know there's some people who'd be perfectly happy just doing it like once a week. You know. But if you set yourself that as the thing you need to do, then you'll be much more inclined to actually get up and do it every day. It helps that the game itself, like, also gives you encouraging words and such for, you know, carrying on your streak and, you know, all that stuff. It's really nice. But like, you know, it could be like getting up to paint, you know, or getting up out of bed to go draw something, and making sure you keep your art supplies far away from your bedroom. You know, just something to get you out of bed every day. Like, that can be a big help. It's not going to solve all your problems, but it can definitely help maintain a sense of normalcy, which can really help when you start spiraling. I do want to take this moment to say, I am not a professional. I am giving anecdotal advice. If you are struggling with depression and mental health issues, please seek help. If you won't do it for yourself, do it for me. You know, I want all of y'all to just be happy. We got a shark. I'm actually paying attention to this one because, damn it, I wanted to catch it so bad. I don't remember ever struggling this much with fishing on the like an actual 3DS. And I'm pretty confident it's just there's an extra bit of latency to my button presses with my controller, which is causing the problems, which makes me really want to jump the gun and just guess when I think it might go down, but often I'm wrong. So, well, that was a valuable bug. A value bug. Can catch 6 more? Yeah, 6 more. I'm just going to do 1 inventory load, because that's already going to be 2 trips, so. Bugger. What is it with coming to the islands that makes me get all, like, existential and, like, advicey? Because I feel like I did this last time I was on the island, too. I know I saw a tiny fish. Where did the tiny fish go? It's gone. It was a ghost. I saw a ghost. I mean, spotting the shadows this time of night is not easy, but... Really, fish? I just watched you swim right past this. There we go. But yeah. It's just kind of funny how the island seems to have that effect on me. It's just like my yapping turns more into like advicey. I think it's because there's nothing to really do here or think about other than like what I'm doing. So I tend to just yap about whatever comes to my mind. I am also still just really hopeful that my own brain starts playing nice soon. Because I really want to stream. But like every time I get something set up, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, my brain just immediately starts going, nah. It's like, really? Really, brain? We're doing this? Again? Like, I especially want to finish Tulip. Like, it's probably like 1, maybe 2 streams of that game left. Depending on RNG, because I want to do all kisses. Not much point playing Tulip if you're not gonna kiss all the boys. Like, it's just how it works. Yep, another valuable bug that I'm just gonna scare away. Cause I don't have the bug net on me. But like, I need to get my brain to agree to let me freaking do that. Same as like, I really want to start at some point here soon a stream series of Star Ocean 2. Like, I really just want to do that. I know I've already played the game like what, 3 times on this channel, but I don't care, man. It's like one of my favorite games of all time. I'm gonna play it as many times as I want. Like, it's just how it's gonna be. But like, I've even had that game open multiple times, OBS sitting next to it. Like, all I need to do is press go live, and my brain is just like, no. And it's like, really, brain? You're doing me like this? I'm not gonna be able to even see the shark, so. This is in such an awkward spot. I messed it up. I'll just go. I'll just go. You don't need to worry about me, sharks. I'm just going. I'm bad at this. I feel like part of it also was I wasn't like yapping and trying to think of things to yap about and like all that while doing it in my own time. Like way back when I played this a lot, just on my own. Yeah, let's head on back. I don't want to spend like an hour here is the thing. Like, I could easily do it. And if I had, you know, I had come to the idea, like the thing of like, I want to go to the island today earlier, but then I didn't do my daily stuff off camera. Yeah, it's really not. Little advice, man to man. Girls seem to find roguish types like me quite attractive. And it would be, Captain. Yarr, we be here. I don't know. Girls in the audience, is Captain attractive? I'm joking. I'm joking. You do not need to reply. I mean, it's a case of, like, I would answer where I'm bi, but he wasn't saying, you know, everybody finds him attractive. It's just girls, so. My response wouldn't really work, but. Yeah, let's head to the museum, get the fish I have to donate donated. Sell the remaining at retail, gather the rest I need to gather, take them to retail, sell them. You know, typical returning from the island stuff. Also, I know what you guys are probably thinking. You're probably thinking, Steph, it's after 9. Why aren't you in bed? I woke up at 9 today. I've only been awake for a little over 12 hours now. So I'm not particularly tired. It's a real problem. I really need to try to, like, re-sort out my sleep schedule. I did, however, make some cookies, though. I made some, peanut butter s'more cookies. And I very much made them in the way of I wouldn't be able to share the recipe because I didn't follow one. I basically followed something I remember reading at one point, and it was more just meant as a meme, but following the recipe to the T might technically be correct and will fill your belly, but your heart will be empty. Basically as to say that, you know, just add things with your heart. And it'll probably turn out fine, and it usually does. Get it off, get it off! Oh, you did it! I can't believe you found a flea on me. Let's just keep this our little secret, okay, Fluff? Yeah. It's up to you chatters as well. Better not see none of you being like, Barbara had fleas! Because I might have to, I don't know, scold you, maybe? I don't know what I would do. Which makes it spookier, doesn't it? When you don't know what the punishment is, but there's gonna be one. It's probably less scary hearing that from me, knowing I'm not actually gonna, like, do anything. Now, like, if this was on Twitch specifically, I probably would, because you can do funny things with Twitch. Because Twitch allows you to do, like, custom duration timeouts, where you can, like, time someone out for, like, 5 seconds or something. Hey, listen up. I got an idea for you, Mayor. Don't you wish there was a funky bus stop in Oracle? Just imagine everyone's smiling faces as they look and pride upon our new bus stop. So I'll talk to Isabel about it. And you can just keep it in mind. Glad I can do my civic duty, sister. I mean, I could put a bus stop near Main Street. That is something I could do. I don't think I'd want to put it anywhere else, but I could put it near Main Street. I say as if there's, like, roads anywhere. It's just train tracks, so, you know. Bus stop doesn't really work. But, you know. It's an idea. There is no such thing as a bad idea. Except for bad ideas. Those are bad ideas. And you probably shouldn't do those. Like, you know, putting your hand into a running blender? Probably a bad idea. No, I don't know what I'm on about at this point. It's near the end of an episode. and I've done a lot of yapping today. But hey, went to the island. I kind of want to go to the island more, and like, properly island, which basically means going to the island this time of night and just catching bugs, so that's what you do. We got a bench now, it's pretty nice. I'll do like the ceremony for the bench whenever we go to make something else. Or maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. I don't know yet, man. You think I know what I'm gonna do ahead of time? I only even knew I was gonna go to the island today because when I opened the game earlier to check for, why can't I think of her name? Fortune teller. What is her name? Oh no. Okay, this is something I'm actually gonna look up because how have I forgotten her name? It's Katrina! That's her name. How could I have forgotten that? I'm dumb. That's how. When I was checking for Katrina, I was just like, you know what? She's not here, so I don't need to do anything early, even though I probably would have just done it off screen. I haven't been to the island in forever. I could go to the island. Like, that's literally how I decided. It was just earlier being like, I could, you know. You know. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Leaf. See you all then.